Hello, good morning everyone, and welcome. I'm Ronnie Higgins, Content Marketing Manager here at Eventbrite. And today we're really excited to have Virginia Maloney from Facebook Events here. But before she spills the beans on selling more tickets on Facebook, a few housekeeping items. First, we're going to have questions and answers at the end of the webinar. But feel free to ask questions throughout in the little chat area where I said good morning this morning. I'll be collecting those for the end. The second thing, we're also recording this and going to be sending it out. So you don't have to worry about taking such detailed notes. You'll get the recording later. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Virginia Maloney.
Great. Thank you, Ronnie, for the introduction. My name is Virginia Maloney, and I am a business product marketing manager at Facebook, working on the Facebook Events team. I am very excited to give you an overview of our tools and to talk through how you can use Facebook to sell more tickets. First, we'll walk through the events product at a high level, including the free tools on Facebook to help you sell more tickets to your event. Second, I'll talk through some of the new advertising features that we have to promote your event on Facebook through ads that are specifically designed to drive engagement and ticket sales through your Facebook event. And finally, we'll talk through some real examples of Eventbrite customers who have thrived using our products, including how one organizer doubled their attendance and drove 61x ROI on Facebook ad spend. Events on Facebook bring people together with their communities, help them celebrate what they love, connect with their favorite performers, and even create movements. Events started out as a feature for private events, but today we've built features, or products as we call it, supporting everything from birthday parties to Beyonce. Since we started in 2004, Events on Facebook has grown into the largest events platform in the world, with 490 million people using Facebook events every month. Events have never been more popular than they are today. To give you a sense of scale, 38 million events were created by pages on Facebook last year. And we're seeing 40% year-over-year growth in people engaging with public events created by pages. So if you aren't taking full advantage of the Facebook events, you're leaving ticket sales on the table. Facebook Events is focused on building a better way to bring people together in the real world. Facebook Events makes it easier to connect with people in person by offering one place to browse for events that match your interests. And for you, the organizer, Facebook Events enables you to easily create an online presence for your event, all for free, making it easy to be discovered, to sell tickets to your event, to promote your event, and expand reach. And we do this in real time, all in one place. Specifically, with our partnership with Eventbrite, Facebook is making buying and selling tickets easier for everyone by selling tickets directly on Facebook. I mentioned that 490 million people use Facebook page events every month. The first step to being discovered by those people is creating a dedicated destination for your event on Facebook. This is a centralized spot where people can discover, RSVP, and buy tickets to your event. From research, we found that the top reason people don't go to an event is because they found out about it too late or they didn't know who else was going. That's where we can help you. Through Facebook Events, we make sure people see the events they are interested in going to. We recommend events powered by the people you know and trust. We are also able to connect people with events which they are likely to be interested in but have not directly been invited to through their friends' RSVP stories. We have two dedicated places for people to browse events on Facebook. The dashboard at facebook.com/events and our standalone app, Facebook Local. The image on the right is a screenshot of our app, Facebook Local. Setting up an event is quick and easy. You'll need a photo or video to visually represent your event, details to let people know about your event and what to expect, and you'll have to provide information on how to register or get tickets for the event. And just like that, your event is posted to Facebook where people can discover it. And this feature is provided for free. If you use Eventbrite, you can create and manage your events at scale through your events dashboard. This helps you save time by allowing you to publish a large volume of events across a number of pages. Because the Events API has a set of policy and creative requirements, this ensures that the events we are receiving from partners like Eventbrite meet our quality standards. These requirements increase the potential of your events to receive more engagement and discoverability on our platform. Of course, increasing reach is only half the battle. You don't just want people to see your event, you want them to buy tickets to it. Ticket sales today are about creating meaningful relationships with people instead of simple, isolated transactions they used to be. Facebook has a unique ability to foster those relationships. For events that require tickets, both free and paid, we offer robust solutions for helping you reach the right people. The most effective way to sell tickets on Facebook is by enabling our integrated checkout experience through partners like Eventbrite. In a few clicks, you can add an integrated checkout experience on Facebook. By selling tickets directly on Facebook, the ticket purchase flow has fewer steps and less friction in the checkout experience. This reduces drop-offs, leading to improved conversion rates. Over 2x more people are getting tickets when they're available directly on Facebook without ever leaving the app. This feature supports multiple ticketing types, such as multi-tier general admission. And soon, we will also be able to support select custom canned questions, such as collecting name, shipping address, and waivers. We are also opening up the ability to offer discount codes on your Facebook event. This means that the full ticketing experience can take place in one app. If you are already using Eventbrite to sell tickets, it's very easy to start selling directly on Facebook. You can opt to sell tickets directly on Facebook as you are creating your event on Eventbrite. This will automatically create an event for you on Facebook in just a couple of clicks. If you have already created your Eventbrite event, you can add your event to Facebook from either Eventbrite or Facebook. On Eventbrite, go to your event dashboard and select Add to Facebook from the options, as you can see on the image on the right. If you'd like to add your event via Facebook, go to the Facebook event, include your eventbrite.com URL ticket link, and you'll be prompted to sell tickets directly on Facebook by logging into your Eventbrite account. From either channel, it only takes a few minutes to set up this distribution. In addition to selling tickets directly on Facebook, we have also found that directing people off-site is still an incredibly effective channel. On average, there are more than 1 million clicks per day on Facebook events off-site ticket links. This is a great way to expand your reach and drive additional traffic to your website if you are unable to use the integrated ticketing solution. All you have to do is include your event's ticketing URL as you are creating your event on Facebook, or after you've created it, you can always add it back in. So we've talked a bit about some of the free tools you can use to drive more interest in your event. But to really boost ticket sales, you can use our Facebook advertising products. Most of you are likely familiar with Facebook ads, but did you know that we have advertising features that are explicitly designed to work with Facebook events? You can use Facebook event ads to drive awareness of your event and to sell tickets. On the left, this is an example of an advertisement that is optimized to increase awareness of your event. These ads will help you drive engagement of your event on Facebook and prompt people to RSVP going or interested in your event. On the right, this is an example of an ad that is optimized to drive ticket sales with the Get Tickets button. If you are not using the native ticketing integration, you can also run ads that drive people to click a ticketing URL in your event and be directed to your website for more information on how to buy a ticket. What's new is the ability to run ads to increase ticket sales directly on Facebook. If you opt in to selling tickets directly on Facebook through a partner like Eventbrite, you can take advantage of the ability to drive people to purchase tickets directly on Facebook without ever leaving the platform. You have already heard us talk about the Eventbrite integration and learned how it has the ability to double your ticket sales. With our event ad that supports an integrated checkout experience, you can now see even greater results. Now let's talk through how you can set this up. The first option is to boost your event from your event page by clicking the Boost Event button in the top right corner. Then you'll be able to choose from the two objectives, to sell tickets or to drive awareness. Quick reminder, in order to sell tickets directly on Facebook, you need to opt into using our ticketing integrated solution with a partner like Eventbrite. The second option is to create an ad from your event for your event in Ads Manager. Like any other ad you'd create with Ads Manager, be sure to choose an objective that aligns with your number one goal. When you create an event ad on Facebook, you can target people who like your page and their friends, or people you choose through targeting. We often hear from organizers that they would like to be able to remarket to past audiences. Through Facebook Event Custom Audiences, you can. When running ads, you can use an event-specific custom audience to target the people who are likely to want to know about your event. For example, if you want to send ads to people who've shown interest in one of your past events, you can create a custom audience to deliver ads just to those people. You can also include or exclude people who have already responded. For example, people who have already indicated that they are going. A couple months ago, you could create a custom audience for people who responded interested in and or going to a specific event or any event associated with your business page. Now we're excited to have added 5 new types of custom audiences for event ads. This includes people who have viewed or engaged with your event or any other event on your page, such as viewing, liking, or sharing, or commenting on your event. In addition, we have new ticketing-based custom audiences for people who are selling tickets directly on Facebook through our partnership with Eventbrite. You'll be able to create custom audiences for anyone who entered the ticket purchase flow on Facebook, whether or not they bought a ticket, and people who purchased a ticket to any of your past events. By targeting these specific custom audiences, you can choose people who are likely to purchase a ticket again. Learn more about custom audiences by searching custom audiences in the Facebook Blueprint catalog. From speaking to our users, we know that many of you are managing multiple events at a time. That's why we want to make it as easy as possible to manage your events and to track performance. With publishing tools on Facebook, you can publish, edit, and update events from one location. This includes scheduling Facebook events to publish, duplicating past events, and more. This is to help you save time so you can focus efforts on promoting events and maximizing audience reach. We know how important it is to close the loop and measure the impact of having your event on Facebook. That's why our team is investing in helping you gain insights and benchmark performance. Currently, you can view insights on the people your event reached and their response to your event. If you are using the Eventbrite integration, you can view how many people clicked on Buy Tickets on Facebook. This is a big area of focus for us, so we are investing in many improvements in the coming weeks. Soon, you will have a dedicated destination for insights specific to your event. Part of this redesign will include expanded audience insights to give you a better sense of who your audience is. And what's more, we are planning to bring event insights to your mobile phone, so you will be able to view those metrics on the go. Now, let's make it real with case studies and examples of Eventbrite customers that are using Facebook to increase their ticket sales. The first example is Secret Movie Club. When Craig Hamill launched Secret Movie Club, he would print out flyers and post them in local coffee shops and record stores. Fans would email him for a reservation and pay via Venmo the night of the movie screening. But Hamill quickly recognized that fans were hesitant to purchase tickets through the peer-to-peer platform, and that he would never be able to scale his business with the current process. The first challenge Hamill had to tackle was improving his promotion strategy. He knew his fans were on social media, so he began to advertise his shows on Facebook. He used Eventbrite's integration to sell tickets directly on his Facebook event page, which now accounts for 90% of his ticket sales. Hamill also saw a 20% increase in Facebook followers and a steady acceleration in likes and engagement with the online community. Another example is Lewis Ginter Botanical Garden. Lewis Ginter Botanical Garden had a history of success in throwing events for their garden members and major donors. But Jonah Holland was facing a fresh challenge with its Anchors Away event, trying to reach a new and younger audience. The team enabled the integrated event ticketing feature, which streamlined the process and made it easier for people to purchase tickets. To encourage even more people to attend the event, the team boosted its event post and targeted an audience of people who had expressed interest in similar events. As a result, Lewis Ginter reached more than 15,000 people, including many first-time visitors to the garden. What's more than a quarter of all tickets to the sold-out event were purchased directly through Facebook. On only a $50 ad spend, the venue brought in more than $3,000 in revenue, all attributed to Facebook. Now I'm going to pass this back to Ronnie, who has been starting to collect some of the questions that you're asking in the chat bot.
Thanks. That's a lot of stuff, and we even got a lot of questions during the webinar, so hopefully we can answer as many as possible. Might not be able to get to all of them, just a heads up. First one is, you talked a lot about event ad products, but what are the best ways to reach an audience or fans or followers organically?
So it's a good question. So later in this deck, we'll be sharing additional resources where you can learn more about Facebook events and our best practices, including our website, events.fb.com. But a few pro tips in the meantime. First, it's important to create events that are recommendable and have all fields of information filled out. Specifically, always include a descriptive title, a real location, a specific time and date, a description, and a compelling cover photo. This may sound simple, but each of these fields is key to how our algorithm prioritizes your event. So leaving anything blank will not optimize you in the same way. If you're uploading your events through Eventbrite, and the official events API, the process will ensure that your events will be recommendable and have all the right information to make them successful on Facebook. Another aspect is organic reach. So we've done some analysis on the best ways you can promote your event on Facebook. And while ads is the most effective channel, the second is sharing your event to other pages and profiles. RSVPing is a close third. So when you create your event, don't forget to share it on other pages and encourage your attendees and fans to share it with their friends. And finally, once your event is live, you can host a live Q&A in the event to get people excited for it in advance and to drive attendance. Those are just some of the tips, but again, I would recommend checking out our website for additional resources.
Cool. What's the website, just again, because we've been asked again?
Yes, events.fb.com, and we'll be sharing a resources slide towards the end of the webinar with additional tips and tricks, including a blueprint course where you can learn more about the specific steps.
Sweet. So a lot of people are asking, should event organizers use Instagram?
Yeah, that's also a timely question. Earlier this month, we announced a similar solution on Instagram, making it easier for businesses to turn customer discovery into an action on Instagram with an action button that would prompt people to buy tickets directly through Instagram. So when you enable this feature on your profile, people can easily buy concert tickets without ever leaving the Instagram app.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
Does this feature work for free events?
Yes. So all of our Facebook events features that we talked about today work for both free and paid events. So for free events that don't have tickets, you can create an event and use the baseline Facebook events feature. For events that are ticketed, you can include the ticketing link URL for both free and paid, and integrate with Eventbrite and the native ticketing solution to sell directly on Facebook for both free and for paid.
Great. So when it comes to the ability to buy tickets to an event on Facebook versus just to buy them directly from a ticketing website, is there any difference? Have you seen any statistics that show one better than the other?
Yeah, so we've seen that 2x more people buy tickets when they're available directly on Facebook without ever leaving the app. We talked about this earlier, but having a streamlined conversion process where people purchase tickets and are immediately able to buy on Facebook without being redirected to a website leads to just much higher ticket purchases. So we're seeing that ticketing on Facebook makes purchasing easier and faster. And this is particularly true for mobile devices. Your event on Facebook is automatically mobily optimized, so people can discover and then complete their transaction all within the app.
Sounds great. So usually it sounds too good. Is there a catch? AKA, one question someone asked is, does Facebook, what's the word? I'm looking for this answer. So do you profit from ticket sales is the question I was asked?
No, we don't. So using this feature is completely free. We do not charge any fees on the service. The event organizers are only subject to the fees that they are charged by the ticketing provider that they use. So no, we are not, there's no catch here. This is 100% free.
Nice. And where can event creators sell tickets on Facebook if they're outside of the U.S.?
So with our partnership with Eventbrite, we are live in several countries in Europe. So I'll just run through the list of countries where we're live. In the UK, Germany, Spain, the Netherlands, Ireland, Italy, France, Australia, and also New Zealand. This is through our partnership with Eventbrite. We also have partnerships with a Canadian ticketing company.
Nice. Let's see. So one question I'm being asked, I'll go back to this one, is how can I make sure that people see my event on the newsfeed? You talked about a few different things. Can you recap?
So newsfeed has traditionally been the main source of events discovery for people, although we have seen a great migration to the discovery service like our events dashboard and our standalone app, Facebook Local. On newsfeed, events are featured by people's friends, Facebook friends, liking or sharing the content, RSVPs by friends, and of course the paid distribution that we talked about. So a good way for you to inspire this type of organic sharing is to include very clear actions to have people share the event with their friends, as these event shares will then show up in newsfeed. We also talked a bit earlier, one of the first questions, about organic distribution and ways that you can encourage that kind of behavior on Facebook.
Does analytics show going when someone merely clicks buy ticket or after the ticket conversion? So like, what does the analytics there show?
Yeah. So the analytics for events are on the Pages Insights tab. And you can scroll on the left, click on events to get more granular information about your events. So we show typically information about the people that the event reached, the number of people that it reached, views, how they engaged with your event, and how many people clicked buy tickets on your event if you're using the integration. If someone has RSVP'd yes or going to the event, then yes, that would show in the event engagement metrics. When someone clicks buy tickets, yes, that will also be shown in the number of people who have clicked buy tickets to your event if you are using the integration with a partner like Eventbrite. Soon, we will be launching insights that show ticket conversions further down the funnel. And we are constantly trying to improve the audience insights that we can provide.
Cool. All right, so going through some questions. Okay, here's one. Through the checkout process on Facebook, it skips through any waivers and disclaimers that exist on Eventbrite. Is there any plan to fix that gap?
In the next couple of weeks, we'll be launching the ability to have your custom canned questions appear in the Facebook checkout flow, as well as on Eventbrite. So this has been a gap that's been a challenge for a lot of event creators. The canned questions that we are supporting include name, shipping address, waivers, as well as discounts. So soon you'll be able to have more symmetry with the information we collect on Facebook and the information that's collected on Eventbrite.
All right, so is there assistance in using the audience tool?
So we spent a bit of time talking about our paid advertising products, and I know it can be very confusing if you aren't familiar with them. At Facebook, we have a lot of scaled solutions to help you navigate the Facebook advertising portal. We offer a blueprint course that will explain step-by-step how to use our advertising features, including the custom audiences tool. We also have help center content that will answer frequently asked questions about how to set up custom audiences on Facebook.
One question here. If an event has a start time but not an end time because the party is going to keep going forever, does this information still need to be entered?
Our Facebook events are always thinking about what the best experience is for the consumer. So we do require that you include both a start time and an end time, even if it's just approximate, as in order to help clarify to the attendee what the parameters of the event start time are.
That's true, because when a lot of people are looking for an event, they want to know, like, will it fit their schedule? And sometimes they want to know, like, is there going to be time for them to do something after, or maybe they have something important to do the next day. So giving an end time actually might help increase your attendance. When people click going or interested, why the separation? Like, our events usually have as many more people interested because it takes time to change the RSVP action to going later.
So the interested button is something that we added because we found that a lot of people, when they're browsing events on Facebook, want to save events and refer back to them once they have a better sense of their schedule. So people who are positive they are going to an event can RSVP going, and people who are not sure can indicate interested.
How does listing an event on your page differ from boosting a Facebook post or /paid ad?
I think this question is getting at the difference between free posting about your event versus paid boosting of an ad. So when you create an event on Facebook, you can post that event to your page for free. Once you've completed that action, you can also encourage additional reach of your Facebook event by including paid advertising to continue to boost that event. The easiest way of doing that is by boosting the event and driving against the objective that you care most about, whether that's driving awareness and engagement or driving ticket sales.
All right. Here's one. For events that are more than one day, is there a better way to show the hours that it'll be open? As it stands, multiple day events show the hour it opens on the first day and the closing hour on the last day. So they get a lot of questions about the closing time in between.
We do have a feature for Facebook events that are occurring at multiple dates and multiple times. So in the Create flow, you can easily create these recurring events in one simple action rather than having multi-day events in one event. We've seen that this is really useful for customers who, again, are trying to see where these events fit in their schedule. If it's likely they'll only be able to go to one of the events. And for creators, saves you time by creating multiple events with the same information across multiple dates and times.
All right. So we have someone asking, we use Cvent, not Eventbrite. Are you able to still sell tickets on Facebook?
So there's, as we mentioned before, there are two ways to sell tickets on Facebook. The first is using a ticketing URL, creating an event on Facebook and including a ticketing URL that will then direct you off of Facebook to sell tickets. So if you're using Cvent as your ticketing provider, for example, you can use that offline ticketing solution, and still we see that it is an incredibly effective way to sell tickets. I mentioned this stat earlier in the presentation, but we see 1 million clicks per day on Facebook events with those ticket links. So still high potential to drive traction and transactions on your ticketing website. In addition to Eventbrite, we do have other ticketing partners that we are working with. For example, Ticketmaster, AXS, and ShowPass, and offer those native ticketing solutions and similar integrations. If you are interested, you can reach out directly to your ticketing provider to get more information.
Can you please clarify if the percentage of women versus men in the audience demographics section of the insights on Facebook events specifically refer to the individuals connected to the business page or the individuals on Facebook in general that an event is being shown to?
That's a good question. I mentioned that we'll be rolling out additional changes to our events insights, including more details around audience demographics. So stay tuned for changes to that aspect of your Facebook event.
Great. We have someone who posts their event on Eventbrite but not Facebook. We're told that it's insisting on a physical location to complete the setup. Is there a way around this?
So unfortunately, no. I mentioned that Facebook's events mission is to bring people together in the real world. So we are currently focused on in-person events that have a physical location rather than web-based or cyber events.
So we have one question asking about a recommended time frame before the event is held, when it should be posted. Honestly, that's going to matter on your event. Some events like a conference might start promoting their next event a year before, where some small music venues might start promoting 6 months out. It really depends on your specific events on sale. Hopefully that helps. Oh, here's one. How to get access to Facebook Events API. It's impossible to get access after the recent updates.
I'm not sure what exactly this question is getting at, but the Facebook Events official API is through our ticketing partners like Eventbrite. So if you are selling tickets through one of our official Events API partners, you'll be able to upload your events in bulk and ensure that all the right information is included. And so for more information on our official Events API partners, you can visit our website.
Will, and I'm assuming it meaning an event, appear on the feed as it gets closer, or do you have to boost it in order to get more reach?
So I mentioned that ads is one of the best ways to encourage reach and promote your event on Facebook, but we also see that sharing to other pages and profiles and RSVPing are great ways to drive additional reach and engagement. So yes, if people are RSVPing and engaging with the event, it will still be appearing and distributed.
If someone tags a friend on an event ad, does the tagged person get added as an interested number, or does nothing happen?
So the interested number in Event Insights refers to people who have selected interested in your event, the other options being going to or interested in as one of the RSVP actions. So tagging a person to an event would not contribute to that number. However, we do offer in custom audiences the ability to re-engage with people who have commented, shared, or invited people to the event. So those people there are ways to access those people, but it is not reflected in the interested number.
That's a really good idea for the people who are asking how far out to plan your promotions. As your event gets closer and you realize you still have more tickets to sell, that's a really good option to tap into to start maybe spending some ad dollars to reach those interested people. All right, let's look for some more questions.
While Ronnie is looking for questions,
yeah,
I'll just add in something I often hear is, why should I use Eventbrite's Publish to Facebook tool instead of creating an event directly from my Facebook page? The answer is we want you to use the path that is most effective for you and your business. But there are two reasons that you might choose to use Eventbrite's Publish to Facebook tool. The first is that you can save time. So we talked about how the official Events API allows you to pull details from your Eventbrite event to automatically create your Facebook event and automatically add it to your Facebook page event tab. Then you can add co-hosts, add paid promotion on the Facebook platform. The second benefit is expanding reach. So when you create an event using Eventbrite's publishing tool, your event is an official event, and it contains all of the information that we require, including the date, the event date, the event start and end time, the venue, as we said before, a physical location, who is performing, and the link to buy tickets. These events are then more qualified and likely to show up in Facebook search and newsfeed, making it more recommendable and bringing more exposure to your Facebook event when people are searching for things to do. And your event can also be automatically signed up to sell tickets directly on Facebook if you're publishing using Eventbrite's tool.
Let's see. The next question we have is regarding repeating events. How does it work for people who have more, like an event that has, just a repeating event?
Yeah, so we talked a bit about this. There are events with multiple dates and multiple times. For example, if you look at Lewis Botanical Garden, which we talked about in this presentation, they will have multiple times that their garden is open around the same dates and times. So you can on Facebook create those events in a simple creation flow, and you can also publish those recurring events with Facebook and Eventbrite's integration.
Cool. All right. I think we might have time for one more question, so let me see if I could find one that hasn't been asked. So if we use Eventbrite, this is a question from someone, if we use Eventbrite but have more than 500 attendees, can we still offer ticket purchases with the Facebook app, or does it cap it at 500?
There is no cap in the number of people who can engage or purchase tickets with your event. So certainly you can still offer ticket purchases for events over 500. The 500 number was referring to invite to your event.
Let's see. All right. Looks like we've asked everything. Everything else seems to be a little repeated. So I want to thank everyone for their questions. Now the slide that we promised that has a lot of cool links on it. I'll let you take it from here.
Yeah, so we have a lot of resources to help businesses get up to speed on all of our products and stay up to date on changes that are happening with our platform. So first is our Facebook business site, facebook.com/business. There you can find out more about all of our tools, and our event features are featured there. I mentioned this before, but we have Help Center content for businesses and for consumers at facebook.com/help or facebook.com/business/help, where you can search for many of the questions that we heard today that will help you learn the how-to to get these features set up. If you'd like to dive into more details, Facebook Blueprint is our advertiser and business training site. So there you can walk through specific courses that will teach you how to set up and learn best practices and get a bit more granular than the two resources that are listed above. The link I included on the right is the course that's specifically dedicated to events on Facebook, including ticketing and advertising solutions that are optimized for selling tickets for events. And then finally, I included a link to the case studies that we talked about to see more details about what other event creators are doing and how they are selling tickets using the integration to sell tickets directly on Facebook. So just to wrap up, there's three things that I would reiterate. One is that Facebook Events is not only a channel for promotion, but also a channel to sell more tickets through our URL and our integrated ticketing solution with partners like Eventbrite. The second is that we have paid promotion with event ads that can help you drive additional ticket sales on Facebook. And then third, I would encourage you to check out more about our best practices through our public resources that we listed on the slide before.
Cool.
So with that, thank you all for tuning in.
No, definitely. Really great stuff here. I want to thank you so much. And everyone, just a reminder, we'll be sending out the recording, so if you missed something, I promise you'll be able to check it out again. Everyone have a good day. Thanks.